Hey guys, I'm Jeff. I'm the winemaker for Tractor's Vineyard. Today we're going to be tasting our 2018 Pinot Noir. If you guys haven't heard about us before, Tractor's Vineyard, we're in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales. We run our vineyard all biodynamically, and then we run sheep through our vineyard for our whole growing season. So we use the tractor about 60% less, and that's where the name comes from. So quite a sustainable label. But let's get on to our wines, because that's the real reason we're here, is to taste some wine. So 2018 Pinot. Our Pinot is actually quite interesting. We do a number of Pinots. The 2018 comes off a block that we have that is actually surrounded by gum trees and pine trees. And I'm not sure if I've convinced myself that I can smell that in the wine, but I definitely can always get this real sort of eucalypt chip character to it. As such, I make this wine quite differently. So I find that eucalypty character, it doesn't balance beautifully with those strawberry cherry sort of characters that you normally get dominating a Pinot Noir. So what I do when I make this wine is I actually include all the stems, so 100% stems. And what that does is it means I get a lot more sort of a clovey, spicy character to the wine. And I find that nice spiciness blends really well with that sort of eucalypty character we get from this block. We have talked about whether, we move the eucalypts or something, but I'm a big believer in terroir, and the French talk about terroir, that we really should be able to taste that individual block. And this is a character of that block. For our other Pinots, we do an old school funky Burgundian style, and we do another Pinot made like this one in that more sort of clean, vibrant Australian winemaking style. And the one that isn't surrounded by eucalypts has more of those strawberries and dark cherries and those sort of fruits. But this one's a lot more spice driven. And when you smell it, I immediately always get that real eucalypty chip and a little hint of floral, like a little bit of geranium on there as well. It's quite a light, delicate Pinot. I'm a huge fan in texture, and a lot of our other wines, I use European techniques to really give you that texture in the wine. The problem if we're using those techniques is they give us great texture, but they give us a bit of dulling of the fruit a little bit. And so I really wanted to make a really vibrant, bright style of Pinot. And so I've used quite more sort of Australian techniques to make this Pinot. And, we actually de-stem it, and then we back add the stems in the ferment. I find that you get a little bit more intensity on the spice characters if I do that, rather than just leaving them whole bunching. And I don't want too much of that whole bunch sort of character to the wine. So guys, this is our 2018 Pinot Noir. A great match for things like truffles, a great match for duck. Actually, one of my favorite matches for this is actually kangaroo. I really love that kangaroo, lightly barbecued, really quick, quite rare. And I find that is a great match for our Pinot. So guys, thanks very much for joining me on tasting our Pinot today. And please join us on any of our other sessions. We do a full winemaking and wine tasting sessions, but we've just started breaking down each of our individual wines, and that's our 2018 Pinot Noir.